Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are finally back playing Jurassicraft. I'm going to apologise because it has been a little bit off a while since we last did an episode. And make sure sound works. Yeah, whatever it does. Mainly because I don't have time these days as much as I would like to be able to work on it. But as you can see, I have gone ahead. There's a bat there. Since when is the bats in this? I didn't know there was bats in this. There's a bat, ladies and gentlemen. There's a bat. Splendid. I've not really had the time. This game requires a lot of sort of outside time to go and work on things and build things and stuff, and I've not really had the time or want to do such. But as you can see, the Brachiosaurus are looking beautiful in front of the sunset, and we have actually finished the Brachiosaurus gate. I do need to work on that. I might make that similar to this in style, but overall I'm pretty happy with it as an exhibit. I've also changed the ground to this brown. I think this is grey wool, but it's actually... No. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. It's actually really quiet for me, but I'm aware for you guys when I build things it's actually really strangely loud, like whatever. Okay, so that's that done. So there's the... No, hello. Anyways, what are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? We are starting the big project. Now, the reason I've put this grey wool in is because this is going to be a track. And because there's no way in hell the Brachiosaurs are going to be able to walk out of the gap anyway, given they're humongous. So, what do? We go along with that's completely the wrong tune. Jesus, what's the Jurassic Park theme tune? Why can't I remember this? There we go. Bum. And you get here, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the visitor centres sort of thing. Now, this is going to be the main inside bit, if you can't tell. I mean, it's going to be a bit small, I'm not going to lie. Let's say you come in the entrance here, T-Rex there, and that's about the entire room. It's a bit small, but really it's about as big as it could possibly realistically be. I'm going to knock this down by... No, not like this. This bit here is the staircase and the little water fountains they've got at the side. Obviously it's done in different colours just so I've got like a base to work from, so I know what I'm doing. This is basically just a bit of stuff, and I do need to do something else here where we're going to build a... Let's use a nice red. We're going to build a... Basically at the sides of the visitor centre there's two more circles that kind of cross over into the visitor centre, and that's like... They're like two little towers. And then there's other stuff behind them, and there's a garage underground, so this will go down here into a tunnel underground here where we'll build a garage and stuff, but that's later problem. First things first, we need to build ourselves a circle, which means I need to figure out how to build a circle. Now, I've done it on this one by basically googling how to do it, so maybe if we take the same principle, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 along. Now that's obviously far too much. If we do a 3 along or something, and then I don't know if this is going to work. Let's have a look at this. That goes... So if we do a 3, a 2, and 1, that might be okay. It's meant to cross over a bit. It's meant to... Like, half of it's meant to be in that. Obviously, that's not quite going to be half, but whatever. And then we do a 2, and a 3. I suspect this is going to be... Actually, that might be pretty darn perfect if I don't say so myself. And I do. So, 1, 2, 3. And then 2, and then 1, and then 2 along that way, 3 along that way, and 2, 1, 2 in. Is that a circle? That's a circle, and it's probably too big. It's probably just about too big. Although, is it? I don't know. I think that's going to be okay. I think we're going to stick with that. We're going to replicate it again over here. And this isn't really direct priority right now, but we may as well do it. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. No. Have I done that wrong? 2, 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 2, 1, 2 up, 3 up. Okay. So it's like this. 1, 2, 2. Yeah. I think. And then like so. And then 2 along here. 1, 2, 3, 2. Bloody hell. 1, 2. And that should, again, be a circle. So that is the base of our visitor centre. Obviously, in terms of scale and stuff, it's not going to be perfect. If you wanted perfect, you shouldn't be watching BestInSlot. It kind of looks like a very happy person holding 2 rings, and this is a little skirt or neck or something. Anyways, obviously there are some very accurate representations of the visitor centre out there in the world of Minecraft, but I don't have 50 hours to build one, frankly. Obviously this isn't one-to-one scale of Jurassic Park. Anywho, never have pretended it is. That was nearly English, go me. I really wish I'd known about this, how you design circles in Minecraft, before I built the very much not a circular dome, which is very much kind of like a hexagon more than anything else. Octagon, even. But still, it's good enough. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and octagon. Yeah, that's an octagon. That is an, ladies and gentlemen, that is an octagon right there. Now you know. Okay. Where are we? I like how everything's coming together though. You look at the map and everything's detailed, and this whole area is getting quite busy and filled with stuff. Anyways, what are we doing? We are going to build the staircase. So what we need to do is find some slabs first of all. We're going to need slabs to do this, and I wanted something white, and that is going to have to do. A lot of this building is white, kind of cream. We might go for that instead. We're going to get both, just in case. Actually, might go for the sandstone. I'm not really sure which of these we're going to go for. So the stairs actually come. Stairs go inwards. So I was thinking that let's just try that out. Let's try that out. Let's just sit this down. Is that going to work? I don't really know. Might make it into a 3. I mean, I could do it like that and have that as the introduction staircase, and then there's a door, but I really want double doors. However, double doors definitely aren't going to work, because then won't be symmetrical, and that will make me super duper sad. So I'm going to have a quick little Google on my little phone. This little phone has saved me in a lot of recent videos, as you may well have noticed. And hopefully I'll get us a nice little image up, and I can see what I'm working with here. Ah, that is a beautiful picture right there. Okay, so it turns out it isn't, and I was wrong. Basically, it's a straight staircase, although that image is clearly crap anyway, so let's find a better one. That's a better one. That's the actual one from Jurassic Park. Right, it is a straight staircase. And there isn't actually a door. It's just like a hole, according to this. I don't really know what I'm looking at. But on this, there's no door. So what we might do is do a triple one, do that coming down. And on this, it's actually grey. Again, I don't think this is accurate. I don't think anything I'm looking at is accurate, which is fantastically helpful, as you can all imagine. I'm going to keep looking for a decent image while I destroy slabs of nothingness. But I'm thinking, it's a doorway. I'd like the doorway to be pretty big. I don't know. That's better. But of course there's a blimmin' doorway. Yeah, it's going to have to be a double. Now, double definitely doesn't work, given the situation, so I don't really know how I get around this. I might have to make it I can't. Oh, what have I done? Oh, no. Oh, no. I have to make it a single. It's not going to work as anything but a single. It's going to look silly. It just is. It's actually going to look stupid unless it's a single door. So the door's going to be there. So the staircase is going to be, it's kind of grey more than white. I think we're going to roll with this. I don't really love it, I've got to be honest. Let's just see what we're doing. Let's see what we're working with here. That's probably about the right width. And then all we do is that's going to be way too high, isn't it? It's not that tall a staircase, it goes on longer than this. We're going to have to change that up a little bit. This is going to be by far the biggest thing we've built in the park. It's going to be an arduous process, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be an arduous process. So we're going to try it like this instead. So we'll double up. I'm not really convinced on the slab either. It's making me sad. Just do like that. Bit of cheating there. And one more set should do it. This might be a bit better. It still feels a little bit tall, I'm not gonna lie. Bam, 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 bam. No, that's probably okay actually. That's probably about right. Whether it's the right texture or something is a conversation for another day. Okay, so the staircase is there, and then here, that's like a water feature. Now, I'm looking at this. There's a bit that comes out straight. I've not really done this right. I mean, I have, but I haven't. These blue bits need to come out further, as far as I can tell. Yeah. This is a complicated procedure. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to build the water features. So, I know, I've got an idea of how I'm going to do this. It's just... maybe if I have blocks of this might be a bit easier. Skystone, that's what we're looking for. Skystone. As sung by the ever-lovely Adele. Okay, what's the difference between slab and not slab? They look identical. Okay, and they are identical. Fantastic. Let's just get some of this down. This is going to be the water feature. Is it going to be? Yeah, it's going to be a water feature. Okay. Now, all is well. All is well in the world. So let's stack this up along here. Okay. Now, that doesn't go all the way to the side. As far as I can tell, it basically comes back down this way. We're going to knock that off, actually, and we're going to do that from there. Now, I think this whole frontal area might be a bit on the wide side. Oh. No, it's different on both sides. One side. I'm breaking everything. One side goes down and one side doesn't. I suspect that's because the garage is on this right-hand side. However, I kind of like my idea more than theirs, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to probably, let's see what that looks like. I might block that off. Just so, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to block that off. It's going to be the visitor centre from Jurassic Park, but it is kind of going to be our own creation as well. We can't just copy Jurassic Park because it's been done a billion times before, so we've got to make it a best-in-slot twist. We're going to use that as the entrance staircase, and then we need to replicate this on the other side for the water feature, which is basically a pond, essentially. Now, how far out does this come? There, that's actually it. And then doop, 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 doop. Splendid, splendid. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. It's gonna be good, this though. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice to have somewhere. We've not really had a visitor building in the game before, so they've come in. They've gone in. They've gone through most of the exhibits in the game. To be fair, they'll have gone in by this point in time. But they go for the Brachiosaurus paddock. They go through here. They can get like off the car into the garage, and then this can lead perfectly to the T-Rex exhibit. So the tracks are going to go around here and back down there, and that's where the T-Rex is going to be. And we'll do the T-Rex next, because then we can replicate the scene from the film, which I am excited about doing. And that one is going to be from the film, because it's like the best scene in the film. And then, when that's built, we'll make it rain and we'll make it nighttime, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, now this on my screen is kind of like the staircase in that it ramps up. So let's see what we can think of doing for that. Let's do that to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, it's fine. Got this. Got this in the bag. So if we do that, actually let's do another layer, and then cover this in cobblestone. No, silly little goose. Well, you're cobblestone, you're not a goose, but still. And then we'll fill that with water, and that'll kind of be what I'm looking for. We are going to use some different textures. It's kind of not grey either. It's kind of like a blue, but I don't really know what I'd use at this point in time to replicate it well, so we're going to stick with this for now. And it shall be beautiful. You won't really... There'll be less white when it's covered in water. Hopefully. Maybe. Probably not. It is a lot of white. I'm going to have to find something else. Not really sure what. We'll find something. If any of you have any texture recommendations, the problem is obviously using this texture pack, it's not going to be identical. And a bit of white along here, and we are nearly done and ready to stick the actual water in, and we are. Okay, I'm okay with that so far. I think that's a nice start. Is there anything else we could have used? It has to have slabs. That's the problem. It needs slabs, or it won't work. See, that's just a little bit too dark, I think. We're gonna stick with this for now. I might redo it. Probably not. Spring water bucket? No, let's just use water source. Okay, and this should all start. Bam, bam. Well, that's atrocious. I need a bucket, I think. Oh, I have buckets. Go me. Water. Stop it. Stop it. Why is it floating? Why do you look so rubbish? Just be normal, okay? I'm gonna block that off and see if I can make this look a little bit better. If I just block this off. And over on this side. And then match that to that over there. Yeah, there we go. Sort of. Yeah, guys? Back me up here. It's kind of a nice little water feature-ish if you ignore the horrendousness of the situation. I'm sure we can all do that. Oh. Don't like that block anymore. Can I get rid of that? I can. Cool beans. And do the same over here in a second. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So that goes straight across now, doesn't it? That's like a full thingamajiggy. Let's just pump that up a little bit and get rid of this. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. And then just match this up to that. Just goes there, 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 and that should be fine. Mayhaps. Mayhaps? Mayhaps. And put a bit of water here. Boop, 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 boop. Entrance to the visitor center completed. Doesn't really look like it. Not gonna lie. But it can be my own version. So you're going along, do 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 do, and you get off, boop, and you walk up, and you're like, wow, building. And everyone's like, yes, yes it is. Spared no expense, etc. Right, guys? Oh, God. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull this blue out along here so it matches in terms of size. And that's got, like, greenery on it. No, it doesn't. See, this is the thing. It comes out from the doorway, and it comes outwards. So that has to come out further this... Well, probably to about here. That'll kind of work. I might have to pull this out a little bit further, but then it wouldn't match with that, which would also be a problem. So we're going to do a short version of this. So this is going to pull out to here and curl around to here. Is that going to work? Yeah, it will. I've got a plan. Got a plan. And there's little door things in here, and then back here is that, and the roof's up there, and it's all beautiful, and we're going to end the episode here, but this is a start of the visitor centre. This is what we're going to focus on for the next few episodes. I may just give up at some point in time, but who knows, we'll find out in the future. Until the next episode, thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you lovely people in the next episode. Cheers, much love as always. That was barely English, bye-bye.